Hello all and welcome to a brand new video. My name is Lindsay. I am here with a Thredup 5-pound DIY jewelry box for you tonight. I haven't opened one of these in a while. My last couple have not been that great, but usually you can at least make your money back on these boxes. They are exciting because you never know what's going to be in there. So I will be sharing that today. If you are new to my channel, I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, The RealReal, and also here on YouTube. I post my videos Mondays and Thursdays, and they drop at 8 p.m. Eastern, but I do bonus videos as well. So if you also hit the bell notification when you subscribe, you won't miss any of my uploads. So let's go ahead and get started. I will be offering items for sale throughout the video. If you do see anything that you would like to purchase, just please send me an email. I will need your mailing address if you've never bought from me before. And if you can include a timestamp of the item along with a brief description of the item and the price, that's very helpful. And I will get you out a PayPal invoice. I do invoice right away unless it's during the middle of the night or something, then it'll be the next morning. And I generally will ship out as soon as I receive payment. However, I can hold the items for the week if you prefer. Just let me know that in your email and I am happy to accommodate. So let's go ahead and get this open. This box did come from Mechanicsburg. So I'm just gonna open it and then I will give you guys a first look. So here's a first look at the bag. I did get an invoice with this one. I've had this box for a little while, but it is not one of my oldest ones. I ordered this back on June 11th, and I believe this was the oldest one or the newest one I had before I was able to get one of them last week. So they are so difficult to get, but they did pop in one day last week and I was able to grab one of them. They were in and out of the website very quickly. The price did go up. I believe they are $58 now, but I paid $48 for this one. And you are charged $9.99 shipping plus tax, and you get 5 pounds of repurposed jewelry. So there's no guarantees there's anything wearable in here. But, you know, there generally is a pretty good mix. So we'll go ahead and get started and see what we received. I am seeing some Alex and Ani. That tends to be kind of popular in these boxes. I get that pretty often. So we'll go ahead and get out a handful and get started. Lots of larger kind of statement pieces, it looks like. And we are starting the evening off with some craft. So I'm going to grab a bag so I can put the craft in there. I will try to keep all of these purple beads together. So if anybody wants these purple beads that were part of a necklace, it'll just be $1. They are just acrylic, but a really pretty purple faceted bead. So we will try to get those out of the way, and I just dropped one. So I will add more of the purple beads as we go, as I find them, but that necklace will just be $1. And next up we have a statement necklace, and this is super lightweight. It is a pretty mint green color with a faux turquoise color on gold tone metal. And it is on the shorter side, so kind of a collar necklace. It looks to be in fairly good condition. There's a bit of scratching on it, but nothing too bad. We'll do $2 on that one if anybody's interested. It is pretty. And it looks like this earring here had a marking on it. I'm not going to spend too much time on the earrings until we look at the end to see if there's matches. But this one, at least the backer is signed Stella and Dot. So I will take a look at that later if we get a match for it. More of the purple beads. Hope everybody had a great weekend. It's been kind of a tough week getting used to the time change. This is a bangle and it is showing a lot of wear on it. It's a pretty kind of pale yellow enamel on gold tone, but it does need a cleaning and it is showing a lot of wear. I don't see any maker's mark on that one. And let me grab my bracelet sizer. That's coming in about 7.5. That will just be $1 in craft if anybody is interested in that. Well, not anything too great so far, but it's way too early to make a judgment on the box. We do have a necklace here, and this is J. Crew, which is fantastic. And it is these big beads, and they are like a seed bead. And there may be some beads missing. There is a loose string there, and you can just see a little bit of spacing where there might be some missing beads. The metal looks like it's in pretty good shape. But it is missing a few beads, and there are some spots that kind of look like holes. So on this one, we'll do $3 on the J. Crew. It is pretty, but it needs a little bit of a cleaning and missing some beads. But still nice to get a branded item. And we have some earrings here. These are really cute and kind of give the same vibe as that necklace. I don't see a brand on them, but these are really cute. And it looks like all the beads are there. We'll do $3 on the earrings. Those are really nice. We have a necklace here. And this is a mixed metal, kind of like a brass tone, a copper tone, gold tone, and silver tone. And this one does show some wear. It probably needs a bit of a wipe down. And the chain is like a copper color. And this one is branded. Let me take a look at the hang tag there. Ooh, that is Laura Ashley. So that's pretty neat. Maybe a vintage piece. I don't know if Laura Ashley is still around, but they used to have a store at the mall when I was growing up. So this one is showing wear, but it's still a nice piece. We'll do $3 on the Laura Ashley. We have this necklace here. This one is signed 925 ALE. And I imagine that's Pandora. It has a Pandora logo on it. So this is the pendant on the necklace. It's a leaf with rhinestones. And I don't see any markings on the pendant. I'm going to have to do some research on this and put some information on the screen. But we potentially have some Pandora and sterling there. Next up, we have another statement necklace. This is gold tone and then clear rhinestones. And it has a knotted look. And I'm kind of surprised this one isn't branded. I thought maybe it would be a Banana Republic or something like that, but it is showing wear. I'll have to check it out better to make sure all the stones are there, but there's definitely a little bit of wear on the metal. Let's do $4 on that one. It is still pretty and a little bit weighty, so a substantial piece. The large hoop earring there. And another wood earring with a lever back. And this is a bracelet, I guess, or maybe an anklet. It's got an A there. So interesting piece. It's kind of just illusion stones, and then there's a clear rhinestone there. I wonder if that might be that Love AJ brand. I am not sure about that. I will see if I can find out anything on that piece and put some information on the screen. And what do we have here? This is a necklace. It's a really silky metal cord. And this one is marked. I believe that brand is Versona. I've gotten this one a couple times. I believe that's what that is. And it is just a bit knotted. So let me see if I can get it untangled here. It needs some work getting it untwisted. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that right now, but looks like it's in really good condition. It's multiple strands of like a copper tone and a gold tone. And then it does come down into this knotted lariat and just a really long necklace. And it's in really good condition. It just kind of needs to be straightened out up here so you can get it to hang properly. So on that one, we'll just do $3 since it needs some untangling, but it is in nice condition. We have another necklace here. This is silver tone, and I don't see a maker's mark on it. And it does have this beautiful rhinestone bar. All the stones are there. There is a little bit of wear on the back. But overall, the metal looks pretty nice. It does have a lobster clasp with an extender. We'll do $3 on that one. And this is silver tone, just super lightweight, and it looks like something is broken on it. So that will just be in craft for $1. And I think I just broke something. I think this was maybe like an enhancer pendant, but it came apart. So this with like some faux marcasites. I don't see any markings on it, but all of that came apart. So I will just sell that as one piece for $1 in craft. If anybody would like that, I'll move it to the side so I can put it in a separate bag. And this might go with it as well, so I'll put that there. I have some earrings in a little bag here. I'm going to steal this bag for the necklace. So all of those components for $1. And we'll take a look at these. They are pretty. I believe just silver tone. They have like some kind of sun and moon cutouts in them. And overall, they look in pretty good condition. I do believe they're silver tone. They are magnetic. We will do $3 on those. They're pretty. Ooh, we have a really big statement necklace here. And this is a Hunka Chunka, super large rhinestones. This does have some weight to it, so it feels nice. And it is on gold tone, and it does have a maker's mark. This is Tasha. I'm not familiar with that brand. But this looks pretty nice. So I will put a price on the screen for that one, but it looks like it's in pretty good condition. There's some light scratching on the rhinestones. These are just a heavy acrylic, but a nice antique gold tone chain. and a branded piece. So I will take that. I don't know if that might be the brand Natasha, maybe. I think that is a brand. So I will look that up. Next, we have this really sweet bracelet. It's really lightweight. These are just faux pearls, I believe. And it just needs a little bit of a wipe down. Gold tone, and then all these dainty clear rhinestones on it. And it looks like it's in good shape. We'll do $3 on that one. And this is a large earring, I believe. A couple more earrings. And this is a bracelet. I'm not seeing any brand on it. This is really pliable. There is wear to the metal and some color loss. We'll do $2 on that one. But it is very stretchy and can be molded to your hand. This is going to be a craft item if we can get this out. It is a large rhinestone pendant that is missing some stones. So really pretty, but it's missing 3 of the large stones on it, multicolor rhinestones. And it is on a gunmetal chain. And I don't see any maker on that one. That will be in craft for $1. And this necklace feels nice. I believe these are glass. They are a bit cold to the touch, and they could be, yeah, these are definitely glass. I don't think stone, but really pretty, like AB coated seed beads on there as a spacer. This is beautiful. Let's see if we can get it untwisted. And I believe there is a maker's mark on this one. Yep, this is Premier Designs. So a good brand. Let me get it untwisted so we can look at it. It's a long necklace, kind of graduated, but I think you could double it up. But beautiful colored beads. There's like a deep teal color and this green. So really a beautiful piece for fall. And I think it's in good condition. There's a kind of a mark on that one. I don't know if that's natural to the bead or it might need a little bit of a cleaning. But, and this one, let's see. So this one just has a bit of flaking on the metallic. So there is some metallic coating on that one. Let's do $5 on that. It's still really beautiful with the glass beads. So that is a nice item. And this may be a stone to that craft necklace. Yes, that is a stone for that. So I will include that with the necklace if anybody purchases it. And wow, this is stunning. Let's see if we can get this loose. And this is signed Best. It has a really thick bail on it. So I don't want to force it too much and break the chain. So we may have to wait until we get closer, but that is beautiful. So we have, it looks like a J. Crew here. This one has a lot of wear on it. And we are missing the center stone. But it could be a good crafting piece. Those are just acrylic. It does have the Senorita clasp with the J. Crew, but a ton of wear on the metal and missing stone. So that will be in craft for $1. Next, we have like a faux leather wrap bracelet. Pretty turquoise color with clear rhinestones and blue beads. And I think everything is there on it. Appears to be in pretty good condition. We'll do $2 on the wrap bracelet. And we have one new on the card earring. Hopefully we find the match. And I'm going to dump this out. A lot of larger pieces in this box. We have this statement necklace, which is kind of one of those bubble style necklaces. And this is orange and like a bright orange and then a darker orange, acrylic, faceted, and pretty. This one we do have a maker on, and it is J. Crew. This one is showing verdigris up on the chain, so it is going to need to be cleaned. There's a lot of wear along the chain. So that one will be in craft also for $1. We have some new on the card earrings. These are both present, dangle earrings. And kind of like a matte gold tone, and then it has like a snake skin cut out on them. Really lightweight. They were originally $16. Let's do $3 on those. They are nice. This is our Alex and Ani, if that is loose. And this one has a lot of color loss on there. You can see all the copper coming through. It does have an initial F on it. That will just be in craft for $1. This is pretty. Definitely gives like a brightened look to it. But that is involved in a tangle, so I'm just going to move that to the side and we'll keep going. This necklace looks like it's a same kind of maker as the other one. All acrylic stones and like some faux marcasites. I think all the stones are on this one, but I will check it over better. The metal itself is in pretty good shape. It is on like a paper clip chain with a lobster clasp. There's no maker. We'll do $2 on that one. And we have this stunning druzy. Really pretty. And it is on like a rose gold and then just this fabric tassel with the faceted beads on it. And really nice champagne colored faceted beads. I think those are just acrylic on the chain. And there's no maker's mark. I wonder if this could be homemade. There is just a little bit of wear on the clasp. Beautiful druzy, but the tassel looks like it could possibly be homemade. So nice components to it. We'll do $3 on that. It would definitely be cool to repurpose the druzy, and the beads are beautiful. Next up, we have a branded necklace, and this is another Laura Ashley. And this one is like a hammered silver tone and black enamel with black seed beads. And it definitely needs a bit of a cleaning, but overall it's not in bad condition. We'll do $3 on the Laura Ashley, probably a vintage necklace. And really not a whole lot more to go. Definitely not the best box, but there's no guarantees, like I said, what are going to be in here, and we haven't looked at everything yet, so there could be a sleeper somewhere. We have a little fabric choker. It is just a Velcro, so really inexpensive, and just a silver tone heart with a faux pearl. We'll just do that in craft for $1. I feel like there's just not even that much in this box really with how large some of the items have been. So we have a long pearl necklace here. The copper is definitely coming through on the clasp. It's a multi-strand necklace and it is weighty. These are just faux pearls in gold tone. The actual necklace looks like it's in pretty good condition. The pearls are nice and crisp white, but quite a bit of wear back around the clasp. So we'll do $3 on that one. It is still a nice piece and could possibly be cleaned up a little bit. But it definitely gives like a J. Crew or Banana Republic type of look. But I don't see a brand on it. So we'll do $3 on that necklace. And this is all that we have left here. So definitely some tangles and some more earrings. I don't see any signs of sterling silver yet. This looks like a nice chain. It is a braided, I assume silver tone. I don't see any maker's mark on that. It is not magnetic though. So I will just check that to make sure. It definitely gives a nice shine to it. It is on the shorter side. I would imagine that's about 16 inches. If anybody needs a measurement on anything, just let me know. But I'm going to move that to the side and just give it a test to make sure. Here's the other earring that was on this card, but this one is broken. So those are going to be in craft for $1. And I will obviously include both of them with you, or for you, I should say. All right, I think I got this one untangled, and this is another faux pearl, really substantial statement necklace. It is gold tone, and I don't see a maker's mark on it. It definitely needs a bit of a cleaning, but overall, it doesn't seem to be in too bad a condition. There's a little bit of scratching on the pearls, but overall, the metal looks pretty good, but it's pretty dirty. There is a little bit of scratching. So on that one, we'll do $3. We have another necklace with a lot of wear on it. And this looks like it was really pretty. It's a bit twisted, but definitely looks like a J. Crew or something. A lot of wear on the metal. And the gold tone is completely lost on that part of the chain, and we're missing part of it. So that'll be in craft. If I find the other components, I will definitely add that along. That'll be $1. So this definitely is a great box if you are a crafter. I don't think there's going to be really anything listable in here per se, but at least it's not going to take me hours to go through. You know, that's the worst if you have a bunch of stuff and then, you know, just waste a lot of time going through it. This is like one of those little fetish necklaces. It's really dainty and a lot of detail on those little bird carvings. And the seed beads. It's beautiful. And then there is the clasp. Looks like an artisan type piece. It's on the shorter side, definitely. So I'm going to do some research on that one, and I'll put a price on the screen and also a measurement. And I'm going to test that clasp to see if that's possibly sterling. I don't think it is, but it is really pretty. A nice layering piece, and the birds are just so precious. So I will put some info on that one, but that is a nice item. We have a cuff bracelet, I believe, here. And I don't see any maker on it. It's very pliable. And I think it's in good condition. There's just a little bit of scratching, but a really dainty piece. So on that one, we'll just do $2, but it would really look nice on its own or with other bracelets. We have another bead here. This may be for that one kind of larger cross necklace that was missing stones. If that goes with it, I will definitely include it for you. And just a few more necklaces here, and then we'll move on to the earrings. This necklace is in a knot. And here's the pendant. It is a two-way chain here. And this one is showing a bit of wear on the chain and on the clasp. And it is all magnetic. I don't see a brand on it. I'm just going to put that in craft for $1, and then you can untangle it if you would like that one. But I really have not had great success with the last few of these boxes. They've been pretty mediocre. But definitely a lot of potential. All right, let's see if we can get this one loose here. All right, so this looks like it could be some kind of dyed shell necklace. And just acrylic beads and faux pearl on the longer side. And I think it is a double layer necklace. And there is some wear on the clasp. But overall, the chain looks pretty good. I don't see a maker on that one. But it is pretty, really nice neutral colors. We'll do $3 on that one. And this necklace definitely has a lot of copper coming through, and it is broken. So that will be in craft for $1. I don't see any maker's mark on it. This would be an awesome crafting piece. They're not real shells, just plastic, I believe. But there's a ton of wear on the metal. So it's not in wearable condition, but really pretty components. Super lightweight, but you know, even that starfish would be a really cool crafting piece, and all the little shells. So we'll do $2 on that one. That is really pretty. Leave me a comment below if you guys have any show recommendations that you want to share. I was kind of hesitant to open this tonight because I've been watching a show and I wanted to get back to it, but I will have plenty of time to watch it after opening this. But I stumbled across this show on Stars. It's called 3 Women. And it's with Shailene Woodley, and she travels over the country and meets these 3 women and tells her story. And the funny part is, I thought the writer of the show, the name sounded familiar when I was watching the credits. And it turns out that I have this book. I have the book that was based on this show, or the show was based on the book. I got the book in a fun box like 2 years ago, and I never read it, and I never sold it. I have it. And so I can't wait to read the book now. So it was just kind of funny because the show just came out, but I got the book like 2 years ago. So I can't wait to finish watching the show and then read the book. So if you haven't checked it out, I would highly recommend. It is on Stars. It is pretty racy, so if you are sensitive to that, it may not be a good show for you, but it's really well written, and the acting is great. But if you have any other show recommendations, let me know. I've been taking a little break from Whatnot again, so I have more time now to catch up on some other shows. All right, I think I got this untangled. These are just little acrylic beads. Really pretty though, faceted on a long gold tone chain. And again, this one is showing a lot of wear and color loss. So the chain part of it looks pretty good, and beautiful beads, but there is color loss back along the chain with the extender, the clasp and the extender. We'll do $2 on that one. It is still pretty. And next up we have a dainty necklace that might be broken. I don't think this was an earring. So this may have come off this necklace. It looks like it may have been a pendant. And this is all magnetic. So I'm going to put both of these items in craft. If you're interested in it, I will include this star as well. But it is broken. So just $1 for those two items. And thanks for hanging out and watching this video. I know it is not an exciting box, but if you're a crafter, you might find something that you're interested in. This is a long multi-strand necklace. And there's the clasp there. I don't see any brand on it, and it is twisted up, but it's got the different types of silver tone chain and then a rhinestone chain on there. So it is going to need to have some work getting it untangled, but we'll just do $2 on it. It does look like it's in wearable condition. So $2, but it is tangled. And we do have kind of a knot here, so I'm going to work on getting that undone. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself saying I was going to be done with this quickly. All right, we did get this loose. This is like a bar necklace, but it is chipping away and you can see the gold tone under it. Really silky chain on there. I don't see any maker's mark. That will be in craft for $1. We do have a branded piece here. It's a little bit kinked. This is Napier. So really pretty. I believe those are black and clear rhinestones. Just making sure everything is present on it. And it looks like it is. This is pretty. So a really elegant necklace. And it looks like it's in good condition. It kind of feels like a zipper, the chain. Just a little bit of wear on there, but nothing too bad. Let's do $5 on the Napier. That is a nice piece. All right, I want to get this out of the way. This is really pretty. It's similar to one that I've gotten in the 15-piece box. I think these are real pearl. I'm not 100% sure, but they're kind of different shapes and they are a bit gritty feeling. And they're on this long cord. And I don't know if something is broken with it. So there's really not a clasp. So I guess you could just tie it how you want it, but it is a long strand. Very long. So even would be a good crafting piece. So let's do $4 on that one. Really beautiful pearls and a nice cord. And I think you could probably tie it around to wear it or just repurpose the pearls, but it is beautiful. So $4 on that one. Okay, so I think this best pendant goes on this kind of torque necklace. So it is silver tone and a beautiful necklace. It does have an extender on it. And this pendant is just so stunning. It is opalescent seed beads and like a faux turquoise center. And it's got a really chunky bail on it. So you could do a different, you know, kind of pendant or chain if you didn't like this one. But it's really pretty on there. And I believe this is all just silver tone. But the chain does have a little bit of shine to it, so it looks really pretty with the seed beads. So I will put a price on the screen for this one, but definitely one of my favorite pieces in the box. That is a beauty to wear or to do something with that pendant. It is beautiful. And just a couple more pieces here. This is something that looks like it's broken. It's really lightweight, just plastic, and it is broken. That will be in craft for $1. And there are two different necklaces here. This one is showing a bit of wear on the metal. It is like a wood center pendant with a like acrylic cat's eye pen or cabochon, and just some wood and plastic beads. So it is showing wear, like I said, on the clasp and on the metal. We'll do $2 on that one. And we have this heart pendant. This is signed. This may be American Eagle. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that would be AEO. I'm just going to put this one into craft. It is showing wear on the clasp there, and there is a knot down here. I think it is supposed to hang like a lariat, but it is showing quite a bit of wear on the metal. So that will be in craft for $1. And we have this leather corded necklace. It's like a hammered silver tone with a silver tone tassel. And it does have a little bit of a design there. It is pretty. And just a long suede cord. And you can adjust the cord if you want to make it shorter. That is all magnetic. We'll do $3 on that one. And we have a long silver tone circle necklace here. I don't see a clasp on it, so I think it just goes over the head. It's really lightweight. And it is not magnetic. So I will check it out to make sure there's no markings on that, but I think it's just silver tone. I will put a price on the screen for that once I check it out. And just two more items here, and then we'll get into the earrings. All right, this is a really long necklace, can definitely be doubled up. It's got a gorgeous chain with faceted beads, and they are like a red, and I think these are all acrylic, but absolutely stunning. And it looks like it is in good condition. So this necklace is gorgeous. It definitely needs a bit of a cleaning, but the colors are absolutely stunning. We'll do $4 on that one. And our last necklace is here. And could this possibly be sterling? It does have a bit of verdigris. It says To thine own self be true. And it is on a dainty chain. Oh, there's another chain attached there, so a different necklace. And this one definitely needs a bit of a cleaning. It's not magnetic. I do have my stone here. It is scratching like it could be sterling. And it is marked, it looks like, on the hook here. Yep, that is marked 925. So let's go ahead and test. So that was from the pendant and that's from the chain. Yep, this is all sterling. So saving the best for last. That is lighting up very pretty blue. I don't see any maker's mark on it, but it is a decent amount of sterling with the pendant. Like I said, it is showing wear. There is just a little bit of verdigris on the clasp and just kind of through there on the hooks. But overall, it is a great piece. So very excited about that one. I will put some information on the screen, but we did get sterling, so that is fantastic. And this item here is a really dainty chain, and it comes down into this triangle pendant. So this is beautiful. Very simple and a nice layering piece. And the chain does have some shine to it. This is also not magnetic. This is marked. It's marked NJM925. So I am not sure what NJM is. It is signed right there. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. So I'm going to have to look that up. But let's go ahead and test it since we have our stuff right here. But it looks like it is scratching very nicely. So potentially 2 pieces of sterling. Yep, and both of those are lighting up a bright blue as well. So our final 2 pieces are 925 silver. This one is branded. So that's fantastic. And we did manage to get through that entire lot without much of a tangle. So that is even better. So I would say, you know, we would be in range of at least recouping our money with those 2 sterling pieces. So that is exciting. And our last thing is the earrings. And I think we do have some singles here. So we had that kind of big hoop one. So all the singles I'm going to move out of the way. That one could be pretty to craft with. So if anybody wants any of the single earrings, those will just be in craft for $1. This one is missing a stone. That may be what that stone was too. So those will be in craft. That was a Stella and Dot, I believe. So let me put these aside and then we'll take a closer look. This is a really chunky one. We did not get a maker or a match to it and it's broken. So that'll be in craft. We had these braided, twisted ones. And it looks like these are in okay shape. They are magnetic. We'll do $2 on those, on the hoops. We have these wider hoops. These ones do show a bit of scratching on them, but they are pretty nice. Looks like everything's okay with the hooks on them. They're magnetic as well. Those would be $2. And we had these thinner hoops. This one, it's not really staying clasped. So those will be in craft for $1. They are just silver tone. These ones are pretty. They're like a brushed silver tone. And they do have a little bit more weight to them, but some textured detail. I don't see any markings on them. They are silver tone. We'll do $2 on those. We have these ones with the lever back closure. And they are missing stones. These ones are testing as silver, so I'm going to do some more research on these because I don't see a marking on them. But it is lighting up blue. And these are another pair of lever backs. They have the same kind of lever back as the other ones. Really pretty. They're like a leaf with clear rhinestones and a matte gold tone. We'll do $3 on those. They're really pretty and elegant and in nice condition. Very lightweight with the lever back. These are just little dangles, silver tone, and they do show some wear. Just acrylic, and there is a little bit of verdigris starting. Those ones will just be $1, but really dainty. We have these post back ones, gold tone. These do show some wear. We'll do $2 on those. They're pretty lightweight. All right, so these earrings are marked 925 and AHM, I believe. So they are a hoop earring, and then there is a little clear rhinestone. And they are showing some discoloration, and we are missing a back. So I wonder if these were maybe vermeil, because it looks like they do have a bit of a gold wash to them. Oh, we do have both backs. I don't know why I was overlooking that. So we have the backs. Let's go ahead and test these. Clean off my board here. They are really pliable. And you can kind of see a little bit of the plating kind of coming off. So I think they may have been vermeil. But those are definitely sterling, nice and blue on that scratch. So I will look up that brand and put a price on the screen. But they are beautiful. So that is our third item of sterling. And last up, we have these dangle earrings, which are really lightweight. And they are a gold tone, and they are really flimsy, and they are a little bit bent up. Oh, these earrings are also marked 925 on the hook. And I was able to get a scratch of the hoops. It was difficult because they're very flimsy, but they are definitely lighting up blue as well. So they do have some kind of gold wash over them, but they are testing as sterling. So I will put a price on the screen for those. So there were a couple sleeper pieces in here. We got at least 4 pieces of sterling, possibly 5 with these earrings. I want to check those out better. But overall, that made the box not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be, but it still was not great. But we did get some nice items. So please let me know in the comments below what your thoughts were about this box. They are so hard to get, but definitely a variance from box to box what you might see. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you send an email if there's anything you would like to purchase from tonight's video. Stay tuned for a possible bonus upload later this week. And if not, I'll be back on Thursday with a new video. I hope you have a great week. Take care.